Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another beautiful day lies ahead of our beautiful nation as we continue to make developments that allow us to soar to greater heights. We must keep in mind everything that is going on, not just at the ground level as well, but also deep beneath the surface. Folks, there is a lot to tackle at all three layers of height, if you will. We continue to develop our airport, but there is trouble, so to speak, brewing back down south at the mines of Moria that we'll need to take care of as well. What I'm saying is there is a lot to take care of. There's no time to waste, so I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction. I just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate, folks, to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. And I most certainly intend to keep this running through the start of the new year in 2021, and who knows, perhaps even beyond, at the rate at which we're seeing some amazing development coming through with this game. Folks, let's get this party started, shall we? There is, like I said, a lot to do. There's a lot to tackle. There's a lot on my mind. One thing right off the bat I want to mention that many of you have touched on with regards to our airport is that we have almost certainly overdone it with regards to the number of runways. I keep wanting to call them highways, and I don't know why. I've been flying all my life. I know what a runway is, but for some reason, every time I go to say it, the word highway comes to mind, and I just don't get it. Anyway, many of you have pointed out that I've maybe, gone a little overboard with the number of runways we have here, and you're probably right. However, we can prescribe that to a couple of things. For one, it's that, that sense of grandstanding, I suppose, the desire to show how great we can make things, how grand and how overly large and needlessly large sometimes we can make things, I suppose. But beyond that as well, my plan is also to make sure we can expand this airport if necessary in the future. Again, just as a reminder, yes, we only have the one airport terminal right now with the 4 parking lots. However, if I ever want to expand upon this airport, either for cargo or for additional passenger terminals, I have room to do that. And that's when these additional runways become relevant. The thing is that it's much easier to add another terminal to this existing construction than it is to add another runway to an existing small airport. Because, let's say we built a smaller airport over here and then I wanted to add another runway, and I go, oh, hang on a second, it won't fit here, and I've already built a whole, tourist hotspot over here, and now we can't do it. Like that, I wouldn't want to be in that position. Whereas simply adding another terminal to this, okay, we'll have to spend some time flattening these mountains, but we can establish that, and the next thing you know, we've gone from having 4 parking lots to having 8 parking lots, and now the runways are a bit more busy. I don't want to get into 8 lots, though, until we see... Sorry, not here, but here, until we see the, whoa. Well, that's not good. I want to see these numbers go up. And when these numbers go up, that's when we'll talk about expanding our air transit capabilities and facilities in terms of adding more terminals. And then, of course, there is also the conversation of adding a cargo terminal as well, right? And we can put, what I was actually thinking is it'd be pretty cool to have the cargo terminal over here, probably. Because it's connected to the Zavodsk industry area. Not going to do that right now, but in the future, if we want to use, if we want to export anything from over here, I'm actually not sure what kind of resources. I'll have to check this. I checked it when the update first came out, and I haven't checked it since, but I'm not sure which kinds of resources can be flown to other places. Now, many of you, when I first mentioned, bringing bauxite and stuff from all the way down there to up over here using air freight, many of you pointed out that that's very unrealistic and that's not what we would really do because of the cost efficiency and things like that. I appreciate that kind of feedback because I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of keeping that kind of stuff in mind. But there are, obviously, there are cargo planes for some types of cargo. I just need to check out what kind of cargo they can pick up and then maybe hook them up to this section over here at Zavodsk 1337. So we have our cargo terminal here, we've got our passenger terminals up over here, we've got all these runways making full use of the airport to make sure that, goods and people, rather I should say, workers, tourists, and resources are all moving around. Now, on the topic of tourists, we might have to can our plans over here, because some of y'all pointed out that The way tourism works is that tourists will get taken to one hotel using a vehicle, and that is the only time they will use a vehicle. After they get to their hotel, they will just walk around in the area nearby and only spend time in those tourist attractions, which is a bit of a bummer. Because again, I was hoping this would be an airport terminal hotel, like a terminal hotel, which, as many of you have pointed out, yes, is for people who are just doing like a layover or something like that. So I was hoping there would be some variety there. Apparently, that's not so much the case. Not the end of the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to suspend these constructions so that if between this beta being in beta form and coming out, if that changes, if that functionality evolves, or if down the line the functionality evolves, we can commission these, we can build these, and I'm happy with that. Many of you pointed out as well, like, is this the best place for a hotel to be? Well, it's for one night only. Typically, when either your flight was delayed overnight, or you're just doing a layover and you need to stay somewhere for 8 to 12 hours. Is it ideal being next to an airport? No, but depending on what kind of flying you need to do, it is a thing that exists. A lot of times the hotels are further out, but I don't know if we want to do that. That's besides the point, though. It's something to think about. For now, these have been unassigned. That ain't English. But beyond that as well, there's talk of this rail plan that I've got going on over here, and I got a really interesting suggestion, which I think would be really quite something special. We're going to go ahead and cancel the commissioned... Well, they're not actually commissioned yet. We're going to cancel these tracks here. Make sure we don't delete the wrong thing by mistake. You, get rid of you as well. I would love to... I guess I can't get rid of these. Oh, there we go. Get rid of that one. I can't get rid of this one just quite now because we've got this train coming through, I think. Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you as well as you and everything down over here. And the reason why we're doing this... See, now, it's going to be a bit of an experiment. Because it contradicts a warning that I was given in the comments, but I'm not sure if that warning applies. But what the plan would be here is to actually establish a... Where are we? Where are we? Not roads, is it? I can't remember for the life of me. Where are the cableway, like the cable cars and stuff? Oh, there we go, cableways. I keep mixing these two up because they look similar-ish. They're not the same, obviously, but it's kind of blended those two together. Cableways, cable cars would be an interesting way to get from the airport into the city. To have the big cableway station somewhere over here, so you hop onto this, you get off your flight, you can opt to take the bus into the city. Why don't we say that? You can take the bus into the city. So we will be having a tunnel over here, like a road tunnel. Or you can take these cableways, the cable cars. And what we would do is, I'm just going to go ahead and plan this out. I don't think I'm going to commission this. I will commission the airport today, though, I think. The reason why I don't think I'll be commissioning this is because I'm not 100% sure yet about, again, the warning that if I wasn't clear earlier, it's very possible that guests or that tourists will only use one vehicle and then travel from the destination of that vehicle. What I'm not 100% clear on, and maybe I'm misremembering the comment or misunderstanding the comment, is do they take that one vehicle and only that one vehicle, or do they take the vehicle until they arrive at their first hotel, and then from that hotel, they only walk around to what's nearby? That makes more sense to me, in which case tourists will be fine getting onto the cableway, onto the cable cars, sorry, and then getting onto trains on the other side, and then getting to their hotel after getting off the train. Am I making sense? Like, we're daisy-chaining transit mechanisms. The hotel is the end point. So my understanding is that the tourist will make it all the way to that hotel using transit, but then after that, they'll only be walking around. Now again, this is just one comment that I've got this warning from, and so obviously I want to give it, I want to highlight it because I didn't assume that that's how it would work, and ideally that's not how it's going to stay, because I would like to have tourists, taking the buses to travel around and go elsewhere and visit other things. Apparently, they also generate income when they use transit. Like our citizens obviously don't, because it's free for them, but tourists will generate profits as they use transit. So maximize that. I would expect that they would actually get on buses and stuff more often. Nonetheless, I mean, if anybody else knows better, or if I have misunderstood the warning, then please let me know, because it's not too late to make adjustments, obviously, to our approach, because we're not, it's not too late. Warning, with or without that warning, calling it a warning sounds so ominous, with or without that heads up, I suppose, I think I would still do this cable car thing, because it's a very interesting suggestion, and it's a cool kind of way to, like, get into the city, like, climb over top of these mountains and then have the city revealed to you as you arrive. Now, obviously, you've flown in, so you've already seen the city from a high altitude. But being in a cable car is different. It's cool. I like cable cars. I think they're really fun. And I think we can all agree it's a little different than being in a plane, right? So, thought it was a cool suggestion. I thought we'd integrate that. So, I'm just smooth this out a little bit more. Just want to get that road connection in, and then we should be able to get the cables laid down. And the other thing to touch on as well that was mentioned is that tunnels, like train tunnels and stuff, don't allow for signals, right? So we might end up with jams and stuff with that original plan that we had, which is obviously not good, not ideal. Furthest thing from ideal, in fact. Pop you down over here, and then connect you over here. Yep. And then we'll probably do like, got this. I really like this ring over here. I don't want to get rid of it. Whether that bus stop gets built or not, I want to do something with it. Hook you up over here, and let's see our Cableway heavy cable poles. It shouldn't be problematic. I think we'll be okay. Too low, need flat train. Spoke too soon. Oh, too low. All right, well, that's not a problem. We can obviously raise things up. Doesn't have to be flattening all the time. We can also raise things up. I need flat terrain if you want to connect over here. Well, let's see. I'd like to go straight up from here. Now, the thing is, today's session is actually going to very heavily focus on our other issues that we're having. I just want to get this plan down over here so I could kind of like run it by y'all, see what y'all think about it as well. And just see what I think about it when it's actually in place, in position. My own opinion as well, of course. But I thought the idea was cool, and I wanted to share it, and I wanted to experiment with it and see exactly what we could pull off. So once this planning is done, we will move on to some of the other problems that are beginning to crop up and potentially cause some issues, especially if we don't check them. Go ahead and level height from terrain. We're using rubles. Just a little bit of flattening required over here, so we can put the towers down, right? You go ahead and get heavy one. Too low. And I just gotta rotate this, right? Oh, come on. Oh, weird. Too low, too low. There we go. Up you down. Right over there. Beautiful. Those are all connected. Roads on this side this time around, though. I don't know if I like that. Demolish you. Unpause for a split second there. You can probably stay unpaused, but not the end of the world. Until, like, we've got built construction and stuff going on. The only construction we have going on right now is by Uprising Grad at, like, Studensky and stuff, and I'm a little concerned about how that stuff is going right now. So I don't mind it being on pause. Let me get another one over here. Pop you right down there. Not flat enough. Like, just too far away from construction site, I assume. Fair enough, fair enough. Go ahead and flatten. I don't know why I'm paying for it. It's probably, like, pretty instantaneous. I don't think I need to pay for all this. Hello. Oh, right, because I don't have the excavators. That's why. Come on, party. Pop you down there. Are we able to scooch down now? Probably need to do a fair bit of flattening. Pop another one down over here. Okay, good. We're close enough to a construction site now. And we keep going a little bit further. Probably unnecessary. Okay, this one pops down over here. And then the next one, there we go. There's our big kind of drop. Oh, I'm excited for this. I'm really excited for this. This is cool. The thing is as well though, is this efficient? Because the you only get so many passengers in one of these cable cars. Is it actually efficient? We'll find out, I suppose. All right, we pop you down over here. Well, let's go ahead and get the big cableway station down over here instead. All right, hopefully you'll line up nicely. There we go. It's too bad that the road and the cables themselves are on the same side. Unfortunate. Could do something like this so like it rotates and pops you in over here. And then you'd get on the train to hop over that way. Yeah, that works for me. All right, so let's go ahead and put you down maybe like over here. Got to make sure there's enough room for it to rotate, I think. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Hopefully I'm not missing a trick over here, and hopefully it's not going to come back to bite me in the butt. But knowing my luck, it will, right? Something's going to go wrong. Something's going to go horribly wrong. Can we hook both of these up? Need flat terrain. This is all red. Are you all red or are you green? Hard to... Okay. Oh, I see. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this down here. Right? And then this down over here. What determines... I'm guessing the angle is what determines if it's red or green. That's what seems to be the case here. Let's go ahead and do that. Pop you down there. Pop you down over here. Just trying to smooth this curve, basically. Right? Like so. And then, like... Still not good enough, eh? We're just like a fraction off here. Fraction of a degree off. Right, let's see. Pop you down over here first. I can't because... Not flat, right? We got this, we got this. Put you down like that. Beautiful. Put you down like that. Up over here. Come on, I believe in you. Believe in you. There we go. Beautiful. Green on both sides. Can I nudge over this way? I can. There we go. There it is. Fantastic. So, yeah, you know, you come this way. You go up the cable cars. Up, up, up. And then from up on here, like... Isn't that amazing? Isn't that a great reveal? Isn't that totally worth it? Right? You come past, you go down over here, and then you get on your train to hook up into... I mean, gee, at that point, you could just get on a bus even, honestly. At that point, you could just get on a bus to bring you down over here instead of a train. And that does allow us to keep this as a cargo-only kind of a thing. I don't know if that's a good call, though. I think I do want to have a train station down over here, just in general for the people that live here, but maybe not necessary for the tourists. I'm not 100% sure anymore. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not 1,000% sure anymore. We have this over here. I do want to fix this up, though. Whoops. Keep you going this way. Please and thank you. Button that out. Connect you over here. Now, where are my road tunnels? Road tunnel right down to here. Those people can pop out over here. It's also for construction, obviously. And so we got this going over here. So you go right through, or you go over top. And if you're taking the bus versus not, pop out over here. The road continues onward straight. All right. Yeah, this is an interesting situation of like, what do I want to do here? Well, one thing I want to do before I move further is level all this. And you know what? Pay for it. The war on soil continues. The war on the earth itself. Because the reason why I'm doing this is because, as some of y'all pointed out nice and early, we should totally do like an overpass over here. We've got the setup for it. We've been building this plateau. So before I forget and, you know, flatten everything and smooth everything out, we should totally establish this this overpass kind of a thing. Question is, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, excellent. I was gonna say, can I like jump over, like hop over the rails and get the flattening to continue? Seems I can. All right, good. What we'll do is we'll probably smooth this out afterwards, but for at least this area over here, we can continue. Oh no, what did I auto build? Hopefully nothing. I don't think any of the roads were. Yeah, okay, we're good. I think we're good. That auto build thing always throws me off. All right, so we'll get this all the way up to here, and then we get our bridge. Maybe a step back there. Then we get our concrete bridge to go across. Ah, man, I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool. So glad we started doing this. Right up to here, I think. Now, again, I could angle this and straighten this. That way we end up with a interesting shape over here. Don't mind that. Let's take a look at the wireframe. Maybe it's the right thing to do. Maybe it's the right thing to do. So if we like just straighten this out over here. Maybe from a little further out. Let's get that wireframe back out. Do like this kind of a thing. Concrete bridge over the other side. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Cool. And then we can do, we've got one, we can do another one down over here, right? Like we can do a couple of these. We can connect over here. Where's my wireframe? You are hideous. Undo that. Get rid of this as well. I would like to have this road like straighten out or something, right? Let's go ahead and find our road tunnel again. And the angle is too sharp. Rise there. It's fine if it has to be at an angle going through, but it looks like it doesn't actually. Yeah, okay, probably does. Alright, fine. Keep you nestled up there then. The shorter the better, I guess. And so you come all the way through, and then once you're down over here, just to straighten out. Again, a lot of this is me just kind of like thinking out loud, I suppose. Just to figure out exactly what we want the space to function like. Can we not straighten you out there? Nope. Come over here. Too steep of a descent. Come on now. There we go. And from here we can go straight down, right? Like that. And this is obviously a little bit of a slope up over here, like a little ramp up into the mountain range. Cool. Alright. And again, this isn't exactly how it's gonna look like at the end. Naturally. Guess I might as well fix it up right now, right? May as well. Level terrain average. Just smooth all this out. And probably won't be building too much over here, so if it's a bit of a slope, it's not a problem. But it does make the land blend a bit more nicely to the natural undulations of the terrain. This feels a lot better already, right? A lot better already. Maybe raise this a little bit over here. I'm letting myself get way too distracted by what I said I'm not going to focus on today. But yeah, something like that. Alright, okay. Time to commission the airport, though. I think to get to the airport, we need to build a road connection out over here. It's so wild how big this space is. There is the taxiway we need from here up to something to connect it to everything. Can I connect you straight up over here? I'd be able to. Not 100% sure. Commission you, commission everything? Yeah, I think we should just commission everything. And what we'll probably do is, if this is taking too long, we'll come back in, we'll pay for everything. Once we have a bit more money, we'll come back in and pay for everything. I'm not worried about that. What is the easiest way to connect these roads? perhaps actually, yeah, pulling out from over here in Zavodsk. We'd have to build another bridge. Right now, the vehicles would go all the way down and around just to come back up if we build that tunnel. We'd have to build a bridge to avoid blocking the tracks over here. Or can we, let's see, pull you out, send you around this way. Let's see. This, I mean, is this going to be a temporary bridge? Maybe? Can we get you up over here? Probably not. Saw it green when it was really low, but that's obviously not high enough to clear the cracks. Yeah, no, of course not. Okay, okay. Other option is try doing a little bridge thing we've been getting in the habit of. I don't mind it, it's pretty cool. It works nicely. A good use of like earthworks and stuff as well. Go and do this, let's go. Alright, I'm almost done with this aspect of the city this time. I definitely need to spread my attention a bit more. Especially with some of the trouble. Well, I don't want to call them trouble. They're not troubles just yet, but if we keep them unattended, they will certainly become troubles. I'm talking, of course, of our steel situation, our coal situation, actually. The coal situation is resulting in a steel situation. But I really do want to make sure we are keeping an eye on that. Not letting it get out of hand. I've got to smooth this out a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Now, can I get this concrete bridge? Cannot. Probably because we need to go a little bit higher. Steep of an incline. Oh, I see. That's fair. That's a fair complaint road. Acceptable. Acceptable. Hopefully that smooths it out a little bit. I think so. That might do the trick. Make sure it's lining up nicely over here as well. There we go. And can we? It'll cause an obstruction. A little bit further up then. Because the hill drops off at the edge over here. Then we get our bridge. Hill causing obstruction. Okay, what I might want to do is this. Can I find a sweet spot here? Where you won't... So weird. Okay, let's see. So it'll allow me to go up to here, but then it immediately says hill causing obstruction. After here. That doesn't make any sense. What about over here? Same issue. Crossing not allowed. The other thing I can do is obviously I can like lift this up a little bit. I would rather not though. Now it's letting me go a little bit further out. Alright, let's try this. Let's try raising this a little bit further. Finding those like perfect heights and whatnot. Trying to at least. Raise all this up a little bit. How about now? Might just need to lift the bridge up a touch. See. Over here. There. Can we go across? And back down over to here. Will cause obstruction. I don't want to over... Oh, I see, that looks like... That looks goofy. That looks goofy. Crossing not allowed if I don't lift it, I don't think, though. I'm wondering if, like, if it's just a better idea to just build a road across here, you know? Like, how often is this going to be used? I know, famous last words. Famous last words. Let's see. Will let me raise it a bit more, but not right at the edge there. Not over here. Same thing, not right at the edge. It's discovered my trick over here, doesn't like it. Here. Over to here. There we go, that should do the trick. Flatten this out a little bit, too steep of a descent. Gotta smooth this out a touch, I think. Yeah. Average terrain heights. There we go. There we go. Nothing too wild over here. Oh, come on. Incline. There's this one section over here, I think, that's causing all the trouble. I think I'll be able to... Oh, there we go. There we go. Oof, a little messy. Ah, there we go. That cleaned up. Yeah, cool. Bit of a plateau over here. Oh, God. A huge dip over there. I don't like that. Like, sometimes I'm not... I try to not be as particular, but, like, that looks wrong. You know, that looks lazy on my part. Here we go. Getting somewhere. Yes. Excellent. Beautiful. There. That I can get behind. Alright, cool. So now, you've come across the way. We just gotta wind you down, basically. Cool. Yeah, that works. That flies. I mean, again, this might just be temporary, but for as long as it's here, at least it won't get in the way of the trains that are trying to, you know, ship fuel and stuff around. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So, what's the deal here? We're trying to get this all the way to here, right? Might have been easier to bend up that way. Go for it. Look this way. Flatten this out a little bit. I'd like it to be a straight road as soon as possible. In fact, I wouldn't mind it being a straight road right off the bat here. And we can go straight across. Can we? Yeah, we'll be able to flatten this, no problem. There we go. Nice, not too shabby. And don't worry, we'll be upgrading all this road. I'm just using dirt road to plan for now. So all the way out to here. And it suddenly falls off a cliff, basically. Sorry, there we are. So there we go. Flatten this out. Excellent. The autosave. Okay, I was wondering that if that autosave, it would interrupt my placement there. All right, now here is where it gets interesting. Down from there. How do we get you down from there? Let's see. A little bit of raising over here. There we go. Need to be careful, right? We want to make sure the planes are still able to take off and stuff. I don't know if it'll retroactively block planes if we don't do this right. We should, hopefully. Come on now. We're getting there, we're getting there. Raise up over here. Basically want to build like a ramp off that, well, cliff. There's really nothing else to call it. It's a cliff. Ease. Good stuff. Hopefully we can use the building smooth method now. Yes, come on. Come on, you know you want to work. Nope. Maybe a little bit. Literally just a little bit. Ooh. So much faster. Steep, eh? I mean, to be fair, this is a huge drop. I've always known it was a huge drop. Try and do this from the side, it's a bit more clear exactly what's going on. That should be good. That might be good. There we go. Why is it insisting on bending? There we go. Is that reasonable? I think that's reasonable. You just gotta drive real slow, but you'll be fine. I think that's reasonable. Alright, cool. And then around the bend over here. Around the bend over here as well, I guess. And over to... Yeah, having this connection over here might be a better idea. Where is our airplane? Airport road connection. Pop you down over here, I guess. There we go. This connected like so. Mind that it's a little wonky. Where is our taxiway? Boom, there we go. Commission you. Go ahead and decommission you. Probably even get rid of this entire thing over here. No need for it, right? Right. So, I mean, hey, it does the trick. To get to the construction site, it does the trick. Plus, I'm happy with our use of these overpasses. Cool, so they can get on over this way, start building the airport. Once the airport is done, we can start working on this tunnel and stuff. But we're not going to work on the tunnel and the cableway until until the airport is closer to finish, because there's no point rushing that. But once we're all good, yeah, we're all good over here. And I don't know, do I put... Like, this road might be temporary, by the way. Like, I might want to put, make this a T-junction. A slightly angled T-junction, I suppose, in which case we'll want to do, like, an overpass with this road as well. But that's only if we decide to put a train station over here. We might not. We might just do a bus that goes down to the city over here. And we might do the starting train station over here at St. Elitesburg, where these people can... Or maybe down over here, where these people can hop on the train and go down towards Petrograd and whatnot. But anyway, that's all a conversation for later. I think what we're able to do now is... move on from the airport. That's wild to think about. Let's go ahead and upgrade these roads. Asphalt without the streetlights. I don't think we need the streetlights here. Auto build. That's that bridge done. This tunnel as well, though. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that contract. Right. Okay. Good stuff. This thing, yeah, it needs to be paid for, so that's fine. All right. Asphalt without streetlights. Up to there. And then all the way down to here, and over to here. Just auto build all of that so our construction vehicles can arrive from Zavodsk, and hopefully Uprisinggrad is able to take this very same kind of like highway to help build the airport as well, right? I think we're ready to unpause. Well, let's take a look really quickly at our population statistics. Again, I get the feeling that this is dropping because of the epidemic that's ongoing right now. Hopefully that's not going to last too much longer. Unemployment, by the way, is looking really good. If we take a look at unemployment, like, I would say we're doing a pretty decent job of it. That's last year. I want to look at this year. Actually, I want to look at all. Jeez, look at these last, like, what is that? 10 years or something? 30 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1999. Each of these would be between 1970 and 1999. This represents 1970. This is 1999. So what are these bars? 29 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god, I can't do this right now. I can't do this right now. Because it's like it's strange, you know. It's like not precise numbers. My mental math skills are not what they once used to be. I think we're good to hit play though. Looked at pop, looked at unemployment. That 21 plus situation is still a situation, but once these houses get built up, we'll be okay. All right, let's hit play. Let's hope that the economy starts to recover. Oh dear. Oh, well, that's the bridge being built, right? Oh, you know what? I should have paused this bridge as well. Not too late, but too late. It's fine. We get to see this in action. These aren't connected. You are not on contract. Okay, good stuff. You have been canceled as well. Yes, over here you are being built. Okay, good stuff. Once the road is done, looks like it's doing its final pass over here. This is pretty cool. I'm glad we got into the habit of doing this. Very cool. Are you assigned? You're not assigned. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So, Zavodsk 1337, huge construction office. Gonna go ahead and assign this. Okay. Once this is done, we'll be able to assign everything else. It's auto-searching 1,000 meters. It's just short. But up that, there we go. That a bit further. That'll hopefully cover everything. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, well, night has fallen now, so I guess we'll, I'm wondering if there's any, like, UI stuff to do. Because usually that's, like, clear no matter what time of day it is. Right, actually, to touch on this, there are no more people working at this mechanical components factory, and we can actually remove the people working at the container loading facility as well. We have not destroyed these buildings just yet. There's no reason to. We'll leave them in their abandoned state, at least temporarily, and then when the time comes, we'll destroy them if it proves ideal. But I did see some of you saying that, hey, if there's workers still going here, they could be going here instead. Or rather, there are workers still going here. They're consuming the steel from the steel mill. There haven't been workers going there for at least one full session, if not longer. The problem, yeah, isn't the the consumption of steel is, technically the problem. It's on the other side of the equation of the problem, though. The problem is very much the coal. And the problem with the coal is, yeah, people are not being brought down here quickly enough. Now, I did get 2 buses added to this line, right? I believe there are 2 buses. Another thing that I need to do is actually make some more parking spaces. This, I'm wondering if I need to get rid of this thing. Look at that traffic jam. It's not the end. Oh, there are a couple of ambulances stuck here as well. I don't know if I would say it's not the end of the world. Something to consider is maybe getting rid of this and establishing a better parking infrastructure up over here or something. Something to think about. Yeah, but like, yeah, I want to make sure things are moving smoothly and fluidly. But right, what I was looking for primarily, let's try and stay focused on what I'm trying to prioritize today. We have these two IKR 280s, not this one. Which ones? These guys. Get down to Moria and Primo. Yes. We've got a bunch carrying workers. You're also picking up tourists, which I really don't want to be doing even by mistake when the time comes. So let's go ahead and fix that problem. Go. Tourists are removed, but for some reason still showing up over here. Got the same problem with these guys? Yeah, I think so. Alright, fine. But we do have 3 vehicles. Do I need to add more? It is a long trip. It's a very long trip. What I might want to do as well, actually, is bring people from over here, since they're already arriving here. I wonder if I shouldn't bring some of these people over. 111 can't work because there's no kindergarten. We're working on that. 12 can't work because no kindergarten. What is our unemployment looking like here? Unemployment. There we go. Actually not showing me any numbers down here. Okay, fascinating. There's a little bit of unemployment over here. Kind of scattered around. So our buses are doing the trick. Our buses up over here are doing the trick. Because you'll remember these guys had like 60 plus, 70 plus unemployed. We could add... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and commission a couple more buses. Let's go ahead and get 3 more buses, actually. The reason why I'm doing that is because I think 1 more bus for this stop over here is not a bad idea. Because there are workers waiting from time to time. So 1 more big bus over here is probably not a bad idea. And then we'll want buses down over here as well. Now the thing is, we don't actually have a bus stop in a central area. What I'm thinking is we'd put one down over here potentially. Maybe over here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Then everyone can get onto the bus stop over here. Or we're doing this whole tourist kind of spot over here, right? We're doing a whole tourist kind of spot. We could do a big bus stop over here, like one of these big ones that has like the rotation going. I really like how that looks. It's unfortunate that, like, I don't want to do trolley buses over here. I don't think we could have a trolley bus going all the way through, up, over, connect over to here, connect over here. We could do that. I don't know how I feel about that, though, I'll be honest. Don't know how I feel about that. And let me just take a look over here. If we take a look at the, well, it's a mod, sorry. Take a look at the mod, take a look at, what is it, platforms? Platform/station, yeah. Drive-through bus station. There's these as well. This is what I'm thinking about. Small, extra small. Also, these ones are a little bit fancier to look at. 700 passengers in this one, but this is a train station. Embankment bus stops, train platforms. These are also train stations. Road rail station, 500 passengers. Now we're not going to have trains in here or trams. All train stations. Yeah, this is like the call here, I think. Folks can get up. We'll have roads going out on either side, and then we have all the hotels and fancy stuff over here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. Thing is this reachable by everyone? I think it probably is. I think everyone will be able to walk to it. We can, of course, do our substation check. Like a straight line distance is about 180 or 200 meters. Down over here, 213 meters, 220 meters. So probably with angles considered, it should be within the 300 meter range. Or I think it's like 500 meters, actually. Always throws me off. Where are we? You, my good friend. Actually, what's bus stop? Tiny. No, thank you. 500 passengers. Don't know if that's enough. Don't know if that's enough. Pop you down over here. Do not construct you just quite yet. over here I want to have some parking lots and stuff, right? Because I want to make sure folks are able to drive over here to do their shopping as well if necessary. So yeah, the bus stop goes up over here. Everyone should be able to walk to this space once we're all connected. Oh, built now, so there's that. These things need to be built as well. All right. Part of me is tempted actually to start paying for the basic necessities. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? St. Elitesburg Shopping Center will tend to tourists as well. Hang on a second. Is that for all of our... Oh, yeah. What do you know? It is. Buildings without power supply. Oh, hang on a second. Why are we having power problems? Because no coal. All right, well, we can't have that happening, so let's go ahead and buy coal over here. Auto purchase a little bit of coal. That should keep things up and running. Look at that traffic jam we're causing over here because we don't have any power. All right, that should keep things running smoothly, hopefully. Please tell me you just got on the vehicle. Yes, I think so. Yeah, okay, they just got on the vehicle. Okay, cool. Also, it's been mentioned that tourists are willing to stay on vehicles for longer. Are they still building the first bus? I think so. There's the last of our cars going out. Okay, not a problem, not a problem. Everything's okay, everything's fine. We're still okay. Money's dropping down at the moment, but we're okay. It looks like work is progressing over here just fine. Good stuff. And again, the rest of it should be auto assigned, hopefully. 6 workers. Yikes. I would like to get Uprising Guard working up there as well, but I think it's fine for them to be focused down here first. Let's get the kindergarten and the school and stuff all done, right? Because without that, a lot of these guys are not going to be going to work, and they're going to be the next source of employees, sorry, down at Moria and Petrolgrad and Primo. I do think they'll be fine, by the way, to be driven from there down. It is a long way to go. It is a long way to go all the way across. And what I might do is, well, they'll probably go over... I'm gonna find a way to bring them down here faster, basically. Tunnels over here. Also the train connection that we can make, but that goes down to Petrolgrad's station down here, which I don't think people can reach the mines from. Yeah, no, they cannot. I hope the bus is quick enough from out over there. Yikes. Problematic, potentially. And one thing I keep forgetting, actually, that I really need to prioritize is the fire station. Fire station. Down over here. Can't have a fire breaking out and not taking care of it. It's down over here. Yep. Fuel can go out this way. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Now you know your safety is our top concern when you arrive at our nation. Alright. Back up over here. What are we looking at in terms of unemployment? Still a fair bit of it. Well, it's because we haven't changed anything. Where's our bus? There it is. Good stuff. Eye on it. Go ahead and move you right away, basically. I don't want the... Are you seriously going to gas up right now? Oh my god, that's what you're doing. Oh, come on, buddy. Over here. Next one's almost done being built. I want to make sure they don't get sold by mistake. Now, since the last cars were shipped out, I could cancel that export vehicle. There we go, you. Stop loading. Sure, I just need to remember that I did that. That way there won't be any mistakes, any buses sent out on accident or anything like that. Yeah, it's kind of wild how a coal came to a grinding halt. Moria, Polybus stop. Yeah, okay, that's take these people across. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. The power plant, we're probably carrying way too many people for the coal power plant, honestly. Only need 20 people at a time. Let's reduce down to 50, let's say. 50 on you. Where's the other one? Where are you, buddy? Where'd you get already? Not that fast. Here you are. Nope, that's the same one I imagine. Yeah, 50%. No way they're that fast. Maybe they are. Oh, damn. What do you know? I'll catch it eventually. Alright, let's go ahead and get you up to here. We've already got this bus over here. You've got this lined up. Why didn't we start you last time? Where are you? Go. Uprising grad, and then down to Moria and Primo. Yeah, looks right. It's been suggested that I need to actually up this. I don't... See, I don't... It's like... Do you empty until you're 70% full, and then you stay at 70% full because this number is also 30%? I don't know. Right. Let's try 30, 50, 100. We'll see what that nets us. And you, I mean, I guess, do we need this third one doing the same thing? Probably not. I can probably stay there while we wait for this to all get up and running, right? I think we should just commission it. So what's going to happen here? We're going to have the road that goes up top and around this, right? Like a hard edge, I suppose, like that. Have the road that goes up here, around this way, a little bit. Try to like get these things to be symmetrical is gonna be the death of me. That's obviously too far. It's pretty exciting as well. The clone tool apparently is going to be getting an update. And it'll do exactly what I was like hoping it would do, which is align based on the camera view, which, thank God, really. So it'll actually, based on your rotation, the square will be drawn. So it was the last blog post, or maybe the blog post before the previous one, where they mentioned it, and that's good. That's much needed. Very, very, very much needed. Alright, let's see. What kind of hotels we have? The City Hotel over here is kind of wide to drop down over here, not a problem. And we put down like a coffee shop or something over here. The View Cafe Bar is a little bit on the big side. What about, that's a big restaurant, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, I don't want you over here. Sight Tower, a little awkward looking into people's buildings. It's too bad. Yeah, this City Hotel is a little bit on the big side. What about the small hotel? That would fit. I'd have to replace the roads. You know, we'll just put down some like statues or something over here instead. Put the City Hotel down somewhere over here. Curious about these ratings. Come on, give me. Wow, middle of nowhere, 4.5 stars, or rather 3.5 stars. But in the heart of the city, looking at 3 and like a quarter. Reasonable, I suppose. I want you guys staying down here. Again, this is like, I'm trying to think about like, okay, when you're a tourist in a city, living, like being near a bus stop is not a bad thing, because then you can, you know, you have easy access to everywhere else. But then again, the tourists might not even be using these elements, right? Hotel down over here. Have a couple of restaurants and stuff back there. Might not be a bad idea to have restaurants first, actually, because then everyone can go there for their food and drinking needs and stuff. Alright, what are we looking at here? Panorama restaurant. Public theater as well. Wouldn't that be cool to have here? Indoor pool, gallery of art. Is there really only the one restaurant? Just wondered there were more. Maybe I'm thinking about my mods. Not monuments. Oh man, remembering where these mods are. Damn. For the life of me. Fraction? Oh. Expo Center, Pier, Hotel, Pool. Nothing. I got nothing. Alright, well, okay, here. Let's stick with these then. Let's get the Panorama Restaurant. Try not to look into people's houses. I guess it's a ground level panorama restaurant, not a rooftop panorama restaurant based on the model itself. I don't know if it's based on an actual building, and if it is, feel free to enlighten me. But let's go ahead and put you down over here. 2.5, 2. Easy scores. Okay, what happens if I, just to experiment, put down a bunch of trees in the area? Some of them will be cut off, sure, or cut down. So, you know, okay, sure, but I want to see what happens if we decorate the space a little bit more. Let's get you down over here. Just like that. Beautiful. Couple of monuments. One right there. Another one right there, yeah. Nah, we don't need another. Good stuff, good stuff. Use our footpaths over here. I wish it would lock more nicely. Oh, no, at least I guess at least it's symmetrical. But if I go ahead and just pay for these, right? Let's get them done. Building the most important things using our rubles, obviously. Right? So those are all done. Does that change? Does that change people's opinion of... I guess a bit, right? Because it was like 2.3 earlier. Or am I misremembering? I think I'm misremembering. Hopefully we can do something to make this area more interesting. So first of all, let's go ahead and get this established right over here. So, go ahead, suspend your construction. There's our restaurant in the middle over here. We could get the View Cafe Bar. Trying to build a compelling space over here. Trying to design becomes challenging with how the grid and stuff works in this game a little bit for me. I wonder if I want to put 2 of these down because I don't want to go to the same place twice, right? A beach cafe / bar doesn't make sense over here because it looks very beachy, doesn't it? Okay, I mean, I guess I could buy a place doing like a faux beach look with something like this, sure. Let's see, if I pop you down over here, go for your alcohol, your food, your meat over there, your alcohol over here. Right? Guests will occasionally go all the way down here to do shopping instead, I guess. So fair enough. Right, and then we've got our carousel. I mean, all this stuff I want to do here. But again, I don't know if guests can reach that or not. Like, are they going to walk that far? I guess we'll find out. There's a nice big theater we can put down over here. I wanted to get the hotel up over there. Because what I'm thinking is if a guest gets brought over by a bus, if a tourist rather gets brought over by a bus, they get dropped off over here. Want to make sure they're able to reach their hotel, obviously. 228 meters. Going up and around this way, right? I want to make sure they're able to get to their hotel. So if I go ahead and kind of like symmetrical to this, the road coming up this way. Loop you around. I'm wondering if I want to hook it up to this or not. Maybe. Crossing not allowed. What are you talking about? Over there. Okay, let's leave that as a maybe. Like we can do a nice kind of like curved connection over here maybe. If it lets me connect. We can figure that out afterwards. We have this. Let's go ahead and get the hotel. So first of all, I want to get the city hotel over here. A nice big one. Tempted to pop it down over here, actually. Makes this entire space feel like a hotel complex if I do that. Because what I was thinking was we would do... let's see. Where are you? Start to become obsessed with these, like, curved roads and whatnot. Okay. Go ahead and get the city hotel. Tucked up here, 3.3 score, not terrible. Not terrible. We'll put you down over here. Right? Make sure you're not being built. Then we can go ahead and get the mods. Indoor hotel pool. And the outdoor one as well, I'm thinking. like an outdoor pool, depending on the weather, obviously. Have you out over here. Yeah, just to connect as well. Make sure you're not being built. Go ahead and get the indoor pool as well. And always, you can't have just the outdoor pool, because what happens if it's crap weather? You gotta have both. Put you down over here. A little bit further out. Like so. And then we can make sure you're not being built. With the footpaths. We can like find it. Oh, nice. Just drop that down there. Find a nice way to kind of connect out from over here to up over here. Let's get this. So used to it like breaking a lot more easily and just not placing. Get this over here. Get you there. Get you there. We can try and sort of smoothly get out of this area. Oh, building in the way. Footprint's just a little too big, eh? Alright, not a problem, not a problem. Up a return. We got this. Do this. Yes, there we go. Sure, and then we can like, yeah, like I was saying, connect over there so people can also visit here and get some more pools down and stuff as well. Yeah, that becomes a bit of a hotel complex, and then what we can do is we can also get, what was I looking for? Tourism. Not one of the museums, but, see the finding out that, I think I need to test this, or someone in the comments, feel free to confirm whether this is accurate or if I've misunderstood. But finding out that tourists only go to one hotel and then only go to walking distances from that one hotel really changes a lot of the plans I had initially. Because I wanted to do the sight tower, you'll recall, like up over here or something, right? Because I thought that'd be super cool, like a nice high point to have the sight tower. But getting people up there, that means having a hotel within walking distance of this thing. Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, we could have a mountain hotel and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's all cool, but, like, not exactly what I had in mind. What I had in mind was, you know, people would drive over or take a bus over to the fancy viewing points and whatnot. It's not the end of the world. It just changes things a little bit, which is why if I seem a little, like, yeah, uncertain or hesitant, that's why. Because things are a little different than what I'd anticipated. But I think this is good for starters. I'm going to have to look at mods to get some more options out there, because it's pretty, I mean, there are options, but it's not as, it's not, I would like more options. It's really that simple. I mean, again, that's why we can be so grateful that mods exist. They allow us to explore a good variety of things, right? And modders for this game have been on point, like, since day zero, basically, ever since modding was made into an option. So I'll probably be taking a look at more mods and more opportunities for more types of buildings and more ways to get tourists to have a good time and more ways to build more interesting spaces. Again, it is good that some of the existing things are visited by tourists as well, like existing stores and whatnot, but beyond that, right? Beyond that. Okay, this is almost done. We're missing boards. Are we really? Does that mean we are out of trees to chop? No, we got trees. Well, doesn't hurt to plant more, though don't mind if I do. All down over here, sure thing. And let's just, why not check in on Uprising Grad as well? Look at that. Look at this, like, this grass still hasn't grown back in. Wild. Wild. Yeah, there we go. Bunch down over here. Okay, good stuff. Our economy is still looking okay. The number has been going up slowly, but surely. It has been going up. But of course, as we now turn our attention back down over here, let's see if this has made any difference, eh? Well, some workers waiting up there. I want to, like, part of me wants that area to be empty at all times if possible. Okay, lots of people working down over here. That's good. That's promising. All right, that's good. Down over here. Sorry, we need the mines first. Some people working over here. Where are all of our mines? We got this one, which isn't getting people because it's too far away, right? Not too far away, but we don't have anybody assigned to come from up over here. Okay. Add you then. Whoops. Oh my... It moving every time a cable car is inside or not is silly. Come on, there we go. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Let's try that. See if that makes a difference over here. Just because there are lots of people coming through the cable cars, right? See if that makes a difference down over here. Is it really only 3 coal mines? And I know there's this one over here as well that we haven't built, but that's not the problem. That's not the issue. The issue is getting workers down here. 79, we added to Moria. Alright, let's see what happens over here. 49% are supposed to get off. A lot of them are going to these processing plants, but you know, what good's a processing plant if you don't have ore? Though, okay, we are getting some ore over here. That's good. Bunch of people. I wish I could see more clearly. Where do people go from here? They can basically go everywhere. They've got this mine over here as well as an option. These guys get topped up pretty quickly. Like, you're topped up. You're topped up. Come on. You are topped up, and you're close to topped up. Like, these guys get filled up pretty easily. Oh, yeah. Looks like a lot of the people from that bus did come to this mine. That's good. That's good. Okay. Promising. This is the mine down over here, which is now going to start seeing more people because of the split up over here. Okay. Promising. Yeah. Alright. Alright. No coal ore over here, but that's probably because it's all being processed pretty immediately. And no coal over here because it's probably all being sent up over here pretty immediately. No steel over here because this train is picking it all up pretty immediately. Alright, let's send you out a little prematurely, perhaps. Just want to see what the situation is over here. We've got one bus, we got a oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, stop. Well, after this one. After this one, we'll go ahead and stop. Completely forgot that we just kept building a bunch of buses. Now, the bright side is that, you know, we'll need buses. Like, we'll never not need a bus. Well, that game crash was far from ideal. Actually, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst game crash we've had, but the game did crash, and I have lost some of my adjustments over here. So I think that's the game telling me that I should start wrapping up this session, which is a fair warning, game. Thank you very much. But before I do, I want to make sure we get this fixed up so I don't forget to do it next time. And I want to make sure that the buses here, I guess, will not make that last one. Go ahead and cancel all the production, please, and thank you. It's honestly very tempting to just stop the train that brings workers up over here, by the way, because that would just allow for more workers to help solve the coal problem. But I think we need to find a way to make this sustainable. We need to find a way to make this sustainable. Over here, I think we're good to commission this. I think we're good to get this going, because the sooner this gets done, the sooner we can start making workers or moving workers down to our mines. These are being built. These are almost done. I need these schools and stuff to be finished on both sides here, because we learned the limitations of our education system over here, right? Like we've seen the issues. Well, there's a lot of babies at the kindergarten, that's fine, but we've seen some of these issues over here that we don't want to have to deal with even more, you know, as these spaces get filled up. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh dear, it's full. Alright. I do hope that these adjustments that we've made help with the coal situation. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't send... Buddy's on his way here right now, isn't it? Alright, well, while we're waiting... Who's loading up on steel right now? You guys. Go a little early. I just want to see how much steel we get. How quickly we get steel. There's the steel train arriving like clockwork over here. Send you back. Okay. Happening at a decent rate. Not amazing. Again, our rate of production is pretty low, but we're not seeing the warning that there's no coal available, so that's, you know, that's good. It might be more a matter of workers coming here or not. There's a bunch arriving right now, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just want to see how that affects our production rate over here. Feeling better, definitely. Definitely feeling better. Over here, what's the unemployment situation looking like over here, actually? Still a little bit higher than I would like. But it might be because this guy was going to get fuel right now. Which we're being picked up over here, yeah. Again, it's much better than it was before, but still, we could still work on this a little bit. Unemployment otherwise, we've done pretty well. I mean, until we pan over here, obviously, where people need kindergartens and all that stuff, but that's a different conversation entirely. And you can see things juddering a little bit. You can see it like it's not perfectly smooth yet. But I think over a couple of cycles of people being brought down over here, we should be okay. Like, this looks busier than it's been for a while now. This is definitely busier than it's been for a while. Down over here as well, hopefully. Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. I'm not going to rest on my laurels though. This is still something I want to keep an eye on. But folks, this is where we're going to call it a session. I think we've done pretty well over here. The construction has begun on our construction's begun on our massive airport. Again, just a show of grandeur, I suppose, or something, whatever you want to call it. But we are making some progress over here, which is exciting to see, of course. These little like roads and stuff. I'm very happy with how these bridges work for us as well. Again, this one might be temporary. Maybe we keep it permanently there because it is a connection. I do not want my tourists though going through our industrial area through Zavodsk. That's cool when we're doing a tour, but I don't want our tourists to do that. I don't think. But I am also excited to see your opinions about our little cableway plan over here, and if the cable cars y'all think are as exciting as I think they are, and then to establish the sort of movement hub in this general area to send tourists down to this area over here. And again, hopefully I'm misunderstanding. Hopefully tourists will get on buses and trains to travel around the city. If not, that is a bit of a bummer, unfortunately, but it's not like there's no room for or no opportunity or possibility of improvement. The developers have been on the ball with all these things. There are more updates right around the corner. In fact, this big update, I think, is going to see some mini updates to it before the holidays, potentially. So I have no doubt that one way or another, it's all going to come together beautifully, and I'm so excited. This is huge. This is ridiculously huge. This has no right being this big. And yet here we are, an airport that is like the size of our capital city. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, how I go about doing it. I do read through all of the comments. That's how I'm, it really helps me stay on top of things that sometimes I might miss, I might turn a blind eye to, I might not realize. It gives me warnings for those of you that have experimented with things that I'm just getting into. So keep all that coming. I do read all the comments. Again, as always, I look at the number of likes and comments as well to just understand what folks want to see on the channel. Hopefully the coal problems are behind us, in which case I think next session we will continue to focus on these tourist developments, and we might also turn our gaze over to Warstock, at least that's its current name, and figure out the food supply over there, because we're doing okay for food, but occasionally, depending on when we look, we're doing very much not okay, and that needs to be fixed. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.